back. What is up and what is
Baby, don't cry, you know you gotta stay strong. God is in control, hold on.
What is up and what is poppin', my lovely ladies? Welcome back to the back at it again with another video, shmideo, ideo, and welcome to this girl chat. Okay, we are in a very safe, very accepting environment right now. So go ahead, get your popcorn, get your snack, get your drink, get whatever you need because we get into some real tea today. As y'all know, I am your big sister. I'm here for you. I'm here to answer all your girl talk questions. I love feminine hygiene. I love feminine health. I love everything about women. So I'm so excited that y'all have confided in me to help y'all with your little girl talk or whatever. So I recently put a poll on my Instagram asking all my followers to drop all the questions that they've always wanted to ask but had no one to ask. You know what I'm saying? So I got a ton of replies and I literally have not picked out any. Like, I'm going out on a limb and just giving you guys raw advice. None of this is scripted and this is all straight from the heart, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So I'm super excited to get into this girl talk. And before we get into it, if you're new, what's up? My name is Maya. I post 3 or more times a week, so I am super active. So make sure to tap in by hitting my bell and my sub button. Trust me, girl, the vibes here unbeatable, unmatched. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I actually screen recorded all of your guys' answers because I put this on my story like a week ago and I'm just now getting to actually filming this video. We gonna need to hydrate for this one. So I think I'm gonna do 10 questions for y'all. So okay, let me go ahead and look. I got the screen recording right here. All right, so my first baddie asked me, of course I'm not saying names because some of these questions are really personal, but my first baddie asked me how to get rid of shaving bumps on bikini line. So razor bumps are definitely very, very common. And personally, I've literally only had razor bumps like in the beginning of shaving because I didn't know what I was doing. But as I progressed and as I learned the ins and outs of shaving, no razor bumps in sight, baby. I actually have a full video on shaving 101. I'll go ahead and link that down below. But basically, to give you a gist of it, I shave with a men's razor, okay? First of all, men's razor, a fragrance-free, paraben-free, basically, you don't want anything with a scent, okay? Because that can irritate down there very much. I'll show you guys the shaving cream that I use from the Dollar Tree, okay? Mind you. And then shave sideways. Trust me, it'll change your life. Shave sideways, sis. If you are continuing to get just annoying razor bumps, shave sideways and it will change your life. And then when you are done shaving, make sure you dry down there really, really well. And of course, top it off with 100% coconut oil. It'll change your life. It will get rid of razor bumps forever. I promise you, y'all. Coconut oil is just a godsend, okay? We're talking about an antimicrobial, antibacterial, amazing oil. I love it. I love it. Coconut oil after you shave and you should be all good. No more razor bumps. Okay, my next baby asked me how to get your pH balance back on track after your period fast. So as y'all know, as y'all might have experienced, when you get on your period, your pH might be a little bit off by the time you get off of it, just because all the circumstances that happen in your period, but that's besides the point. So I'm gonna give you a few little tips on how I would get my pH balance to be right back on track. I did go over a couple of these in a previous girl talk, but I'll sum it up for y'all. If my pH balance is ever off, sis, I'm going right to my boric acid pills. Hello. Boric acid, how are you doing? You're amazing. I love you. When I tell you, this is a snap bag. This will snap you back so quick. I don't know what's in this. I mean, obviously boric acid is in it, but it gets me right back on track, right where I need to be. It balances out your pH. It makes it very much water down there, okay? We're gonna get TMI here, very much water. I love my boric acid supplements. You do not swallow these though. They go in your punani, okay? You do not swallow these. Do not, because you will actually get really sick. So do not swallow these, but they go in your punani. And I do one one pill for like 4 or 5 days, depending on how bad my pH is off. And when I tell you by the end, your pH will be right back on track. I promise you, sis. Also, you could try like the apple cider vinegar baths, where you kind of fill up your bath water only like this much, and you sit in it and put a couple cups of apple cider vinegar and just soak for 15 minutes. I've known that to help, but I've personally never tried it. I just know a lot of people have recommended that. But boric acid is going to be #1 for me. Your pH is off, go to it, promise you. Okay, so my next sis had 2 questions, but it's really 1, but you know how short the responses is, it made it 2. She said, when I put my tampon in and end up using the bathroom, I make sure to dry it off. The string still ends up getting wet. What do I do? Take it out. Replace your tampon. You know what I'm saying, girl? It's just like, if that's the case, if you can't do the finesse where you take the string and you pull it to the back and then pee, then just take it out, because you don't want to be walking around with a wet string tampon. That is not it, and there's pee on it, so that's nasty. Just take it out. If you can't finesse it where you just pull the string back into the, you know what I'm saying, don't do it, because you don't want pee down there, because then we talking infections. I'm not with it, so just take it out, girl. End of story. All right, so my next lovely lady said tips on self-confidence. I'm gonna give you the key to success. How do I explain this? With everything I do in life, like, I'll literally live it until I get there. Does that make sense? Say I was feeling like, I don't remember a time where I didn't have self-confidence, because I feel like I've always been like, you know what, I know I'm that girl. That's not out of a place of, oh my gosh, she's so conceited. That's out of a place of, I know my self-worth, I know who I am, and I am a queen, and I stand by that every single day, and I prove to be that every single day. How did I get here? Every single day, I'm gonna live like a queen. I'm not going to be bad talking myself in the mirror. I'm not going to be bad talking my mind, body, or soul. What I am gonna be doing, if I don't like a certain thing about me, I'm going to work to improve it. If I'm gaining a little bit of weight and I don't like it on me, not saying that gaining weight is bad, but if I don't like how that looks on me, I'm gonna go hit the gym. If I'm not feeling like in my mind I have the best vision of myself, I need to give myself positive affirmations on a daily basis. There is always something that you can do to improve yourself and to improve the perspective you have on yourself. You are allowing that negative self-talk to be your reality. Don't let that negativity be your reality. Self-confidence comes from every single day telling yourself, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am a queen, and living up to that standard, because a queen doesn't sit in bed all day. I'm sorry to break it to y'all. I know that's become so common, but a queen's gonna get up and get it done regardless. A queen has got to go, and I know depression is a thing and things like that, but you create your own reality. It's hard to take in, but you create your own reality. If you want to have a horrible life, you're going to sit in bed all day. You're gonna scroll on your phone for hours and hours. If you want to have a great life, you're going to take those classes. You're going to read those books. You're going to become the best version of yourself. So remember that you control your own reality. So if you want more confidence, create that on a daily basis by however you need to. Period. I just snapped on that one. Okay, my next lovely lady asked me, how do I put a tampon in correctly? And we finna show y'all. Let me go get one. Okay, so first things first with tampons, since the person asking this obviously is probably new to their period, I'm gonna give my little babies a little rundown. So some things you should know before doing the whole tampon situation. It's not as scary as you think. I'm gonna say that first. It is not as scary as you think. It does not hurt at all, and you should not feel it throughout the day. So if you feel it and it's uncomfortable, you put it in wrong. So before I even show you how to, do it, I'm gonna tell you, if it's uncomfortable, it's in wrong, because you're not supposed to feel it at all. Also, know what size you need. As you are first starting out, you're definitely gonna want to start with a regular, or I think there's like a slim or small. I don't even, not a small, but it's like a there's something below a regular, and I cannot think of what it is. But find a brand, find one brand and stick to it, because different tampon brands, their sizes may alter a little bit. Like this is a regular for, I don't even know, I think it's, I'll put the box of what this one is. This is a regular for this brand, but I know this size is completely different to like a Tampax one. So find a brand and stick to it, because you might get a regular in one brand and think, oh, I'm a regular, and then go try to get it in another brand and it's not the right size for you. Also know your flow. If you have a heavier flow, they have supers for a reason, okay? And baby, I need them supers. You know what I'm saying? So know your flow. If you do have a very heavy flow, don't go for a tiny little tampon. You need a super that's extremely absorbent, or it's gonna be a mess. So know your flow, Know what brand you want and stick to it. So here you have your tampon or whatever. When you're in the bathroom at school and you don't want nobody to hear you unraveling the tampon, even though every girl's gonna have their period, it's okay. Just go ahead and flush the toilet and then open your tampon up, okay? Don't touch right here. Do not touch right here. And you should wash your hands before you even do this, in case you have to like maneuver it with your finger, because sometimes it doesn't go in the right way and you need to push it up. Make sure you wash your hands before you do this, because all the bacteria and germs on your hands could then contaminate your punani, and which could potentially lead to an infection. So just make sure you're doing this very, clean. So here's your tampon. Oh, I literally just broke this. So you have your tampon right here. This is how most tampons are going to look. So you're gonna wanna hold it like a shot, okay? You're gonna open up down there and then say this is your hole. Push it about this far up. This far up. You don't wanna put it right here and then push the tampon up, because it's gonna literally hang out and it's gonna be very uncomfortable. Because if you can see it, if you can see this little white end that I'm gonna show you in the opening, it's not far up enough. So go ahead, push it up. And then you're gonna push. See how the tampon goes up? And then it's gonna stay. Say the opening of your punani is right where my fingers are. It should be like up in this area. So you do not feel it. The string is gonna hang out, and I'd say every 4 hours. People say every 8, but I could never. Every 4 hours, I'm gonna take it out. You just pull it out. That's all you do. It's not scary. If you don't feel comfortable with it yet, don't force yourself into it just because your friends are. I personally started off with tampons from the get-go because I did sports, and those pads, no, could not do it. When you're running and you're sweaty and you have a giant like diaper, I couldn't do it. So I definitely did the tampon situation because I did sports and it was worth it. So very easy, girl, you can do it. Okay, so my next Betty said, is it normal to bleed during intercourse every time? No. Absolutely not. No. The only time you should is if you're on your period. So if you are, you definitely need to go to the doctor. No. There's no reason why you should, unless, he busts a cyst or I don't even know. There's no reason, absolutely not. And that's probably painful. Intercourse is not supposed to be painful. Let me remind you, Betties out there, it is 1000% not supposed to be painful. So if it is painful, he's obviously doing something wrong. When you're relaxed, you're more moist down there and everything is just smoother. But when you're tensed up and it's not waterfalls down there, it's gonna hurt. So if it does, no, he needs to be doing something else. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't want to get demonetized on this. So I'm not trying to go into detail, but you know what I'm saying. It's not about him. You're the queen. So he needs to go to your commands, and that's on what? Okay, period. So my next baddie said best feminine hygiene products. So my feminine hygiene routine is extremely simple on a daily basis. I'm not going to go into all the products I use if my pH is off and I need a little boost, but every single day, all I'm using is my unscented Dove soap. I'm gonna go ahead, clean my labia, rinse for about 5 minutes, clean it again, rinse for about 3 minutes, and then I am all good to go. The key is rinsing. You do not want any soap left down there. No soap. The punani itself self-cleans, but the labia, aka the lips, sometimes it gets a little, it need to be clean, if you know what I'm saying. So I definitely, on a daily basis, I'm going to go down there and I am going to clean. I'm going in on my in-depth on how to stay fresh all day in my next girl talk video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm also going to use on a daily basis my coconut oil, whether I shaved or not. When I get out of the shower, I am rubbing down with some coconut oil. That is the front part of my punani. On my labias, I am moisturizing with coconut oil. I have found this to be key to my vaginal health, y'all. Trust and believe. If you want to be fresh, if you want it to be A1 down there, take my tips. I got y'all. I'll never say y'all wrong. Okay, we got a couple more questions. I literally love doing girl talks. I just love sitting down and talking with y'all. I am so open to any questions y'all have. So if you have more and you want me to do a part 2, comment some more questions below. I love y'all and I got you with everything. Okay, so my next baddie asked me, how are you so confident even with haters? Is a hater paying my bills? No. When I tell you, girl, my whole perspective on life has just flourished and changed when I realized, again, I'm in control of my life. If I want to dwell on people, that have nothing better to do than to project their insecurities onto me, then I'm gonna have a pretty bad life. But if I realize there's always a reason behind why somebody is so insecure to come on somebody else's page and talk trash, and most of the time from a fake page, baby, your life will change. These people out here, regardless of what you do, there's gonna be somebody who has something to say. So be the best you and make yourself happy above all, because at the end of the day, you're laying in bed with yourself, not with them. They don't got nothing to do with your everyday basis. And most of the time, people will let that one comment ruin their whole day. Baby, I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? I have things to do. I wish I would let somebody do that. You allow people to have control over your mind. Because if I read a negative comment, delete, block, done. Like, what? It's that simple, because you're not about to bring negativity to my channel. My subscribers aren't about to see your negativity. No, you gotta go. And that's the end of the story. So your confidence comes from within. I know who I am. I am very sure in who I am. So nobody can tell me something about me that's not true, because I know me better than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So no, girl, they gotta go. You define how your day goes. You define if you let them haters bring you down, because at the end of the day, are they paying your bills? They're not. They're not. So they gotta go. They gotta go. Okay. Our last question. We're ending on a bang. I know I said 2 more, but this one is just so funny, so we're gonna do it. I know there's a lot of girls out here who want to know this, but they're just too scared to ask why. How to shave your... Okay. I know you're wondering it. I know you've always wondered it. I know you know there's a little bit of hair down there. Baby, the squat method. Squat it out. Squat it out. I literally take a handheld mirror into the shower. I'm gonna show y'all. This is the mirror I use, okay? This is the mirror. Put that on the ground of your shower. Squat over it and get to shaving. You know what I'm saying? You get to shaving. Be very, like, even more careful than you would be shaving your punani, because it's so sensitive and it's so easy to cut yourself down there and then it hurts. So be so careful. That's why I recommend the mirror, so that way you can see everything that's going on. Be super careful. Use shaving cream and use your razor like normal, but be very, very, very gentle. All right, my babies, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I've had such a great time just sitting down on FaceTime with y'all, talking about all this girly stuff. Again, if y'all want a part 2 to this, make sure to comment below, because I'm here for it, 1000%. I love y'all with everything in me. I hope you felt safe and secure in this little girl chat, because that's my goal, because I love y'all. But anyways, make sure to hit my bell and my sub button if you like this, to show some love and support, because your girl's working hard to give y'all great content as always. Has this tag been like here the whole time? Oh my gosh, if it has. Oh no, please. Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So again, I love y'all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.